Ripple and the World Economic Forum working together is not a big surprise. Ripple has made a name for itself in the global financial system thanks to its unique way of making payments. Because of this solution, a number of banks and other financial institutions have teamed up with Ripple to use the technology to make instant payments across borders. Ripple has been used by companies like Tranquilo SBI, SBI Asia Finchi, the National Bank of Australia and AB, the Canadian Imperial Bank of Commerce, CIBC, and many more to make international payments. Ripple, a blockchain company, is counting on Tranquilo to help it take over the payment market in the Southeast. With its partnership with Vinci, it hopes to do the same thing in Eastern Europe. When Ripple Labs announced in 2015 that the World Economic Forum had named them technology pioneers for their work on distributed ledger technology, the news got a lot of attention. Now that Ripple is an official partner of the World Economic Forum, as stated on its website, XRP has a better reputation and is even more reliable. This doesn't come as a surprise, since Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse was on a panel at WEF 2022 in Switzerland. The Ripple team and the XRP ecosystem have been making some amazing progress recently. Watch this video to find out more about what's going on. WTF thinks that Ripple creates and supports future use cases that will help governments, businesses, and consumers drive the new digital economy. This is a big step for Ripple because WTF is a well-known group with a presence all over the world. Ripple hopes that this new partnership with the blockchain company will help spread the word about its technology all over the world. WTF says that Ripple does for money what the internet did for information by making it possible for it to move around the world quickly and continuously. Ripple has also been very popular on social media this summer, with more and more comments and discussions about it starting as early as 2020. The World Economic Forum, WEF, put out a report that said central banks and government institutions are looking into how CBDCs could help solve global financial problems like financial inclusion and a stable payment network. The international organization with its headquarters in Geneva has also made a clear distinction between CBDCs and cryptocurrencies. They think that a CBDC is a digital version of a sovereign currency that is created and issued by a country's monetary and responsible authority. CBDCs are different from other digital or virtual currencies, such as cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin and stablecoins, which are not issued by a central bank and are not usually considered legal tender. WTF tried to make a clear distinction between the two types of digital assets. However, the report chose XRP as the best cryptocurrency in the wholesale CBDC space for internal or interbank payments and settlements. With the digital asset XRP, financial institutions can trade in real time on multiple global markets. Through Ripple's on-demand liquidity service, such as Illusion, a direct CBDC exchange could also be supported. XRP is the best digital asset for linking to different currencies quickly and easily because it is faster, cheaper, and more scalable than any other asset. Brad Garlinghouse, the CEO of Ripple, went to the WTF 2022 roundtable in Davos, Switzerland. The two groups are likely to work together soon. At the conference, Garlinghouse talked about many things, including the state of crypto regulation in the US. Ripple is a partner of the World Economic Forum, which shouldn't be a surprise since RippleNet is a good payment system. Ripple has become well known in the world of finance. Because of this solution, many banks and other financial institutions have teamed up with Ripple to use the technology for instant cross-border payments. AB Royal Bank of Commerce of Canada and National Australia Bank Finchi Tranquilo SBI. Asia and the National Bank of Canada are just two of the fintech companies that use Ripple to send and receive money across borders. While Tranquilo is helping Ripple dominate the Southeast Asia payments market, Finchi will help the blockchain startup dominate the Eastern European payments market. In 2015, Ripple Labs announced that the World Economic Forum had called them a technology pioneer for their distributed ledger technology. The United States Securities and Exchange Commission and Ripple, the company that made the digital asset, are in a legal battle over the digital asset XRP. The SEC has said that Ripple sold unregistered securities, so the case is going to court in December 2020. Both sides have different points of view, and the case's outcome will probably have a big effect on the whole crypto industry. People who support Ripple said that XRP is not a security and that the SEC is going too far. They think that this case could set a standard that makes it harder for businesses to try new things. On the other hand, the SEC said that Ripple broke the law by selling securities that weren't registered. The agency thinks that Ripple knows what they are doing is wrong and that they should be held responsible. The outcome of this case could have big effects on the crypto industry, so it's important to keep an eye on it. Again, this long-awaited partnership event needs to be looked at again. In May, more than 2,000 of the most powerful people in the world met in Davos, Switzerland, for the 51st annual meeting of the World Economic Forum. There, representatives of the cryptocurrency industry talked about how the global elite sees the future of finance. When it began in 1971, the World Economic Forum was meant to be a European business club. WEF is one of the biggest organizations in the world. It was started by Klaus Schwab, a German engineer, economist, and university professor. Its members include almost all of the world's most powerful leaders, politicians, businesses, and non-governmental organizations. On its website, EFS says that its goal is to change global, regional, and industry plans. It does this by helping people and groups move the organization's goals forward and by holding annual meetings where people and groups can talk about those goals. Klaus, who has been in charge of the WEF since its beginning, is in charge of a lot of the planning and discussion that goes on during meetings. Klaus's most well-known idea is the Great Reset, which he wrote about in detail in his book, which came out in 2020. After the WEF tweeted a short essay about the book, it got a lot of attention. That argument about how important digital currency is for money transfers is like Jeremy and Brad's fight over Circle and Ripple. That's why the two CEOs of Circle and Ripple come up in the critical discussion. The XRP was made by Ripple, which is a company. The company that makes the USDC stablecoin is called Circle. At its annual meeting in Davos, Switzerland, WEF announced that it would start the Digital Currency Governance Association. The main idea behind the initiative is that only properly regulated currencies can open the door to financial inclusion. A global coalition led by the World Economic Forum has been formed to develop a regulatory framework for digital currencies, including government-backed stablecoins pegged to an asset like the yen, euro, or dollar. Most virtual currency companies, including Bitcoin, work to help people get access to money. The goal is to let the world's poor, who usually only have cash and sometimes don't even have a name, take part in the established financial system. Another exciting thing about the consortium is that it will include companies, financial institutions, government officials, technology experts, academics, international organizations, non-governmental organizations, and participants. In the show Klaus Schwab, the main character is a well-known person. He started and is the executive chairman of WEF. He said that cryptocurrencies are of particular interest to the forum and that it is a problem that affects many industries, functions, and regions and needs the help of all of them. In addition to a number of financial institutions. Blockchain industry leaders like Neha Narula, director of MIT's Digital Currency Initiative, David Marcus, founder of Calibra Wallet, and Joe Lubin, founder of Consensus, have praised the program. We look forward to continuing this positive dialogue and agree that tight regulation is necessary for the development and safe adoption of digital currency platforms. You can already see that XRP is going to be big, so keep with it. How much good do you think this partnership will bring? Tell us what you think in the comments section and click the subscribe button to get updates.